How are there already 2 people in here? It's crazy. Let's get you guys some songs. You know, I can't put songs on here. Hey guys, I just wanted to say quick, I'm just doing a commute today, so I thought I'd chat here. This is really dumb, but I'm in a Tesla. It drives itself. See this? I could just press this, I guess. Wait, can I flip it? There you go. So my Tesla's name is McFly. If you press this T here, see the name McFly? And that's why, because I got one of those DeLoreans in the dash. I love Back to the Future. I can't really see your comments because I'm just trying to pay attention to the road as well. But I'm only coming on here, guys, because holy crap, successfully, Disaster Detailing has 1.4 thousand subscribers, which is unheard of for a YouTube channel with no videos. It's a big FU, middle finger to JS. And I think that's amazing that you guys stepped up and did that. So, quickly, I need to get you guys over to the detailing channel. There's the link below here, I think in the description of the new video I put up today. It's just a teaser video. It is not the full video, but that's the truck we're going to be cleaning. That's Mark's truck from You Build Creative. And anyway, head over there. I need you guys to watch that video and spread the love on that teaser video so we can get some more views on that, because in order to become monetized, you need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. So we're already at the 1,000 subscribers, which is great, but 4,000 watch hours is a little harder to get. So I wanted to just say thank you for doing that. That's incredible. Jeff and I are really, really grateful for your support. I know that sounds cheeseball, but like, I can't believe what's happening on the YouTube thing. Like, somebody said you should do this full time. It actually could become a full-time job, but again, I don't think I'd ever put my my whole life on YouTube, like especially all the money that I ever need to make on YouTube, because one day I'm gonna say something y'all don't want me to say and I'm gonna get canceled. Let's be real. Oh, sorry. Anyway, yeah, so the watch count is important to get up. And oh, I'm gonna drive a little faster here. I love this car. It drives itself. So get the watch count up. What else? And thank you for my wife. So here's the thing. I'm a hypocrite, because I did not ask my wife permission to play that song. She's okay with it. She's not mad or anything, but I wanted to like just see you guys' reaction to how good my wife is. And she is very talented. And I kind of like was misleading. My wife does have a record. It's a record we did, I don't know, like before we got, this is how we started dating. So my wife, I have had a recording studio for a very long time. Before I was in a band, before any of that stuff, I was recording music. Recording music has always been my jam. It's vibes. So I've been recording music for a long time. Anyway, so my wife, I found out my wife could, she wasn't my wife then, but this girl could sing at my church. And I said, wow, she's really, really good. And I said, look, let's record a record, and we'll do a record. And what the deal was, she had to put my crappy car on the road. I had never had a car my whole life because I kind of grew up really poor. I found this car for like 500 bucks. I said, look, you pay for the car to get on the road and I will write you and record you a full record. So we did that. And that record won a Gospel Music Award in Canada. It's a really good record. I'm going to upload that record to Spotify, and then could you hear me the whole time? Could you guys hear me at all? Were you listening the whole time? Could you guys hear anything I was saying? Uh-oh. I can't see any comments. Did you hear me the whole video though? Okay, cool. So anyway, we did a record of dating, and then we became married, and then we had kids. And I told myself I'd never even get married, so took a special lady to hold this guy down. Anyway, so thank you for listening to her music. My wife is actually, and I know I was saying biased, and maybe I still am, she's really one of the best singers I've ever heard. So she's got some major skills, and I really want to pursue that. Anyway, so a lot of you suggested she does a Christmas record. And so we're going to do that. We're going to do a Christmas record and do something fun with that. And she's going to do some covers. She really enjoys a lot of songs. She sings to our children a lot. And so she's going to start her own little channel against, not against her wishes, but she'd rather not. But she understands that she has a passion for music, and she does like to sing. So you probably won't see her a lot, but you probably will hear her voice. And she's got some music, and she's got a gift to share, and she's very skilled. And I would love for her to share that music and just at least have it on the internet for our kids to have when we're older. I've got a bunch of videos on my other channel where my wife and I are singing when we're announcing our pregnancy. So I'm gonna post those on this channel so you can hear that. But yeah, she was really flattered and kind of scared that you guys liked her voice. But she was very excited. And so you guys are incredible. Like, I can't even explain this. It's so weird that there's a bunch of people I've never met in my entire life who watch my channel, who are passionate about the same things as I am, who are passionate for justice, who are parents, and who like to listen. So, like, what an incredible journey so far to start, and you guys are starting with me, and that's amazing. So I just wanted to say thanks, because holy shnikes, you guys are amazing. And to head over to that link, Disaster Detailing, share it on your Facebook groups, tweet it, get that link out. If we can get 4,000 watch hours before I even post a video, again, just unheard of, the support, and that's crazy. So head over there. Holy, there's 74 people on here. I wish I had a stand for this phone. I'm so stupid. What if I put it here? You guys see me? Oh, sorry. I'm gonna put this here. What happens with this here? Nope. 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 Hold on. Okay, in Canada, if you drive with a phone in your hand, you're getting a $5,000 ticket. So I definitely don't want one of those. But my car drives itself, so I'm a little more safe than others, but don't do this, okay? Don't drive in live YouTube. It's so stupid. Don't tell my wife. It's 4 a.m., holy smokes. Why are you up at 4 a.m., you crazy person? This is, yeah, the Tesla. Look at the Tesla Moon. Look at the Tesla. How sweet is this car? Like, holy smokes. There's the DeLorean time machine. My car is called McFly. I named my car McFly. It used to be called Kit because I had Knight Rider up there. Knight Rider was my jam when I was growing up in the 80s. Okay, as more people come on, Bobby, if there's any, if any of my mods are in here, make sure you get that link, post it in these comments. I'm gonna let this run for a bit while I drive and just chat with you guys. Need you guys to watch that video, like from start to finish, and then repeat it a million times. It's not monetized, so you don't have to watch commercials, but just literally watch that video on loop 100 times. Incredible. Incredible. Oh, also, my wife is shipping out the chips today to our California friend. So, got some coffee crisps and some chips and some other candy and some cookies heading out to California today. So, what I'll do when she gets that, I'll do a video about that, and for the first 40 people who claim it or 50 people who claim it, you're gonna get a bag of chips, ketchup chips, amazing. Even if you just have them as like a gift that you put on your shelf as a conversation starter in your house, that's cool. You don't have to eat them. But as we get bigger, we're gonna do some more contests, and I'm gonna send you guys some more treats, because I think that's one of the most important parts of life, enjoying delicious treats. There we go, now she's driving, ready? So here's the Tesla driving itself. I'm not holding the wheel. So as it comes up to this truck here, it'll just slow down. See? It'll regulate itself behind this car, this distance. Isn't that amazing? Aero chocolate, yes. There is Aero bars coming your way in that package. They're just little ones, but I'll make sure I send a bunch in there. Here's my issue. With chocolate, okay, It's really hot out and it's hot everywhere. I'm hoping it doesn't melt. If it melts, I'm really sorry. If it does, I'm gonna get my buddy Matt, who owns a Chicago steak company in the US. So if you guys like steak, by the way, head over to mychicagosteak.com. Matt's one of my good buddies. They have the best steak in the world that you can buy. But if I get him some subscribers and likes and you guys order steaks, he might do all my shipping for me. So he might ship you guys the chips and the chocolate, which would be amaze balls, right? It's crazy. So if you guys are wondering what I do for a living, okay, so sorry. I drive around in this sweet car. I have a camera, I have a 3D scanner, like it's Matterport. So if you've ever sold a house or looked at a house with a 3D scan of it, that's what I do. I also take high resolution photos for real estate agents, and I do video production for corporate people. So I do video for a living. So YouTube is just kind of like an extension of what I do anyway. Oh, there's 113 people in here. Holy snap. I need a haircut, eh? Jeff also thinks you guys are amazing. 8 a.m. in Toronto. It is. Yes, it is. Caramilk. Kristen, caramilk bars are my fave. So delicious. I need to just send you guys a ton of chocolate bars. So what? Yeah, who's watched the teaser video? What do you think? Let me know. Yeah, don't move to Canada. It's too expensive. Canada, eh? Get out and about the house there in the boots and get your ketchup chips and your coffee crisp in the morning. Kingsville, where's that? Wow. You guys are dope. Vegemite, nah, that's not. It's got vegetables, I ain't eating it. Letterkenny. Yeah, so when you leave don't leave this chat to go watch the other video. Just put it on a browser window and just loop that video. 4,000 watch hours is not easily achievable. So, I mean, I think my first video I did with Micah and James had like 50,000 hits before it became monetizable. The whole family watches me. That's awesome. I'll try to swear less. Although I think UK people swear all the time. It's kind of normal. What is Vegemite? Is it literally like vegetable spread? Because that sounds gross. Sparingly. Salt substitute. Okay, I'm in. Marmite. What's Okay, someone's like, it's Marmite. What's Marmite? Dark brown Australian food spread made from leftover brewer's yeast. That sounds disgusting. Why would you eat that? Hey, Chels, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Can I call you Chels? A bullet journal, maybe. Wow, you guys are awesome. Portugal. Okay, I gotta say something about Portugal people. Portugal people. Okay, whatever. I was in a band called Hearts and Stereo. One of my band members' name was named Johnny Mello, who's also an amazing musician and singer. I'm gonna share you some of his music someday. Anyway, Johnny Mello is Portuguese, and I had never really known a lot of Portuguese people. But okay, if you went to Johnny's house at any time, I think every Portuguese family has a grandmother that lives with them. Anyway, his grandmother made this Portuguese stew, and I don't know what it was called, okay? But like, it was like with beef and potatoes. And I know it's the best thing I've ever eaten in my life. If someone out there knows a good recipe for that Portuguese stew, and apparently it's always on the stove. They never not have it. It's always there, and they just eat it. And it was the best thing ever. So if you're Portuguese and you eat that stuff, you're my favorite. All right, let's get this going here. All right. Yes, my wife is an amazing singer, and we've decided, now that we got a lot more people in the room, my wife is going to record some music for you guys. She decided she's going to start her own little channel that I'm going to do for her. You're not really going to see her a lot. She doesn't really like to be on camera. She's kind of self-conscious. My wife is beautiful, by the way, so some people just don't like being on camera, and that's just, oh, my car is mad at me. Sorry. It doesn't like when I get out of the lines. Anyway, so my wife is going to do some music for you guys, and I'm going to upload some videos we did way back in the day when my kids were being born. You're going to see my kids being born. My wife and I would always do a song. Okay, this is what we do. We did a song when we announced our first pregnancy as a gift to our friends and our family, saying, here's what's coming up, baby. Then when she was born, we did another song. Then when Weston was announced, we did another song. Then when he was born, we did another song. So we got lots of songs. I can sing. I'm actually a professional musician. The kind of pastor that I was a music pastor. I was part of a very large church in my region. I was a pastor for 6 years, but I was a music pastor. I wasn't like a preaching pastor. I did all the music. Like if you guys have ever heard like Elevation or Bethel or Hillsong, that's what I did. And I'll show you some music I've done before. So that's what I did. Lucy B needs a shout out. Lucy, shout out. Oh, I also have to shout out the last video I did with Micah, about Micah, the IG thing. I got that off of YouTube. I forget what it was called. It's YouTube Update or YouTube Drama or something like that. I forget what it was. Update YouTube. I forget the name. But I wanted to shout it out. I'm going to shout it out in my next video because I didn't shout out. That's where I got her video. So I want to make sure that she gets credit for the video. But I think you guys know which one I'm talking about. You've shared the link a million times. Bobby, if you can find that link to the video where I got her sitting on the bed with the tears, I forget the name of that, but she needs her credit. I need to give her credit for that. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. All right. You guys want to see my drive? Look how beautiful it is. This car drives itself, yo. Look. Drives itself. Oh, that's my crotch. Sorry. Who likes ripped jeans? I just started wearing these things. I'm not gonna lie, I look badass. Here, look. Auto steer. Isn't that cool? Yes, you can still get pulled over for self-driving. You're not supposed to be doing it. You're not supposed to have a phone in your hand either. It's really stupid for me to do this. So if I get a $5,000 fine, maybe I'll ask you guys for donations to pay it. Just kidding. I would never do that. I would never put that on people that don't know me to pay my bills like the Stoffers did, which is totally gross and chachi. I feel like I say chachi too much. It's getting kind of old. I'm the kind of guy that's like, what's next, right? I'm always about what's next. I like that you guys like chachi, and we'll keep it as like maybe a light thing, but I'm kind of done with chachi. See how expensive gas is here? Oh, you can't see it. Chachi is not really a word. My buddy Brent said it in a podcast one day. My car's yelling at me. If you go outside the lines in this car, it hates you. It tells you to correct. If you take your eyes off the road, it tells you to correct. It's pretty smart. This car is insane. If you guys are going to buy a Tesla, make sure you use my code. You know, anybody who's buying a Tesla, use my code. We both get free kilometers if you use my code. A Tesla is worth it in a small town, and here's why. As long as you can get access to a service center somewhere, it's worth it because you never pay for gas ever. The car will last forever if you're in a small town. Plus, you look cool, and that's the most important part about living in a small town is looking cool, right? Cruise control is sort of auto driving, I suppose, but Tesla actually steers for you. Like the steering wheel does all the steering. So I don't have full self-drive. I just have autopilot. Full self-drive in the Tesla will actually take you from point A to point B. It will drive for you. Hey, that's a cool look, eh? That's cool. This is at the roof. No, Tesla's not that expensive. You can get a Tesla in the US, I'm pretty sure, for $35,000. I'm pretty sure. And then you know what I like about Tesla? You don't have to deal with car dealers, like car salesmen. Not like there's anything wrong with that, and salespeople are awesome, but I don't like buying cars from car salesmen. It just takes your whole day. Tesla's like it's like Amazon. You just order your car and it shows up at your door. Or you could pick it up at the dealer. There's no finagling. You just order the car, put what you want on it, and it's ready to go when it's ready. I'm headed to a place called, where am I going? Where am I going? Hold on. Where am I going? I'll show you. I'm going to Simcoe, Ontario. Wherever that is. I'm doing a 3D scan today. I'm doing a 3D scan of a property. Here we go. We're on this road for like 15 clicks. I've never been to Simcoe. I'm sure I've been through Simcoe, but I don't know where I'm going right now. Ah, Bobby, amazing. You're the best. Everybody props to Bobby. Give her some love. Bobby's a good mod. She always finds the links. Here's the thing about the Tesla though, guys. Look, yeah, Tesla's $35,000, but think about this for a second. How much do you pay in gas a month? Just for me, I was commuting 88 kilometers one way to work. So 172 kilometers or whatever, 176 kilometers a day. Oh, Bobby, that video, the crediting, I think it's, find the name of that channel. It's got like a personal drawing of a girl. I forget the name of her. That's what she needs to be credited. Anyway, sorry. Think about the Tesla for a second. I was paying almost $250 a month in gas, okay? So instantly, you take off $250 that you gas. So if your car payment's like $500, right? Half of that would be gas. So you're not paying for gas. You don't pay for maintenance. There's no oil changes. The only maintenance you really do on a Tesla is maybe new tires every 2 years because it's such a heavy car. You don't do fluids. There's nothing. There's no maintenance on a Tesla. The motors are in the wheels. It's crazy. You can drive the Tesla through a flood and it will still drive. It is incredible. It's just cheaper. Australia, 100 grand for a Tesla Model 3? I don't believe you. What did Amber say? What did Amber say? Yes. Mission to stop Facebook trafficking. Let's talk about that for a minute. So what Crystal Ball kind of like, I love that she got into that Facebook group. I'm going to try, if anybody can find these Facebook groups and get into them, let me know, because I think it's by invite only. I need to get into these Facebook groups and start doing some recon. I was unaware that this was a thing. I don't think this is a thing in Canada. I don't think in Canada you can just do that. Just get a guardianship agreement and sign it and give the kid over. Here's why it's human trafficking. Here's what I've been thinking about for the last couple of days. It's human trafficking because a lot of the times it's the people who want to adopt who don't want to go through the process, and they might have good intentions, but they might not. And even if there's a 1% chance that they don't have good intentions, that's too high of a chance to hurt a kid, right? Look at the people who get, like, look at, what's his name? The guy from Canada that was a serial killer. He killed that Chinese guy and he like ate him. Luca Magnotta. Think about that guy for a second, okay? He got kittens off of Facebook or Craigslist or whatever, and he killed those kittens on camera. Serial killers always start with like something small that they can get their hands on. And a lot of times it's from people giving away animals on these sites, which is why you never do it. That's why you never do it. So think about this for a second. You don't think pet predators are gonna go on this site and try to act like they're a couple looking to home a kid? That's why it's the scariest thing in the world. If there's even 1% chance or a chance that one kid gets trafficked, it needs to be taken off Facebook. And this is super, super gross what they do. And they call it respite, or you know what respite is? If you don't know what respite is, it's like you need a break. If you adopt or foster, respite is built into sometimes the support you get. So if you need to take a break, that they'll support you in that. Like they'll give you money to do something, to put your kids in sports or to find something. Respite's important, but if you have bio kids, you don't get respite. So I sort of get it, but I don't. Anyway, using respite as an excuse to rehome your kid is you need to punch right in the lips for that. So all this is going on in these groups. They need to be infiltrated. And if at minimum, if we call them out every single time now, they'll go private, which means no one can find them. So that's what we have to do. I know Zuckerberg, like, it's not in their best interest to like go after these, but they will. If enough pressure is put on through politicians, through whatever, if this gets more exposure, I know there's been some news articles on it, there's been some coverage, but let's talk about it. Let's make a documentary about it. The Luca Magnotta story, if you watch it on Netflix, is crazy. It literally got taken down by internet sleuths. So the internet is a powerful place if people gather together to come together and do something big. These pages need to be shut down. And not only that, this policy and this procedure and these allowable things where you're allowed to just sign a piece of paper and sign over your kid is insane, because people will adopt for the subsidy and just give that kid up because they won't give the subsidy away. It's so gross. Been thinking about that a lot lately. That has hit me really hard over all the things going on. That is one of the biggest, grossest things. And if Micah did use that service, and honestly, it sounds like she did, maybe not on that page itself, but it sounds like, how did she find this? How did she handpick the mother? Where did they handpick a mother? And so now she has to come out and be honest, or we're all gonna assume this. So she didn't, she needs to tell everybody she didn't. And she needs to prove it, because now and someone suggested this. Someone suggested that we pool our resources. Like, I'm happy to do a fundraiser, hire a private investigator to go figure this out, and like not expose where H is or anything like that unless he's not in a safe place. But hire a private investigator to go dig in for us. Who's good at this stuff? Who is in to hire a private investigator? Does anybody know a private investigator? If you know of somebody or can do some research for me, holler at me at the Dad Challenge Podcast at gmail.com, or you can inbox me at Facebook or Instagram or whatever. But if we hire a private eye, maybe we can find out some more things just to figure out what she did. Private eyes, the better they are, the more expensive they are. But if it's worth it to this community, if it's worth it to stop child trafficking on this level, or to stop adopted kids from being exploited, it's worth it. I'm willing to put my own money in, absolutely. But let's find out what it's going to cost, and let's hire a private investigator. That sounds like a really good plan. Maybe Sloan, maybe Deaf Noodles, maybe the Crystal Ball. We can all get on a video and talk about this. And so, I mean, truthfully, if you hire a private eye and did a video about it, like, it's going to get some major hits. And so if all the content creators that are talking about this gathered together, we could probably create something true. Ed Opperman. Who's that? So what we got to do at my show, we're going to hire that private eye to go dig in and find out what's going on with the Stoffers. That seems like, let's do it. Is it illegal to hire a private eye? I don't even know. I don't want to do something illegal either. And I don't want to dox anybody. I would never ever put out information that didn't need to be put out. But it would be really interesting to find out how they rehomed him and all that stuff. Not about where he is, maybe, but just to make sure that, and if we do find that out, just to make sure that he is in a good place. Because if she used one of these Facebook groups, who knows? Like, who knows? There are some crazy people in the U.S. Look at what's her face and the husband. I wish I knew her name right off the top of my head. I had the worst memory. They found their kids buried on their property. Everybody knew she killed her kids. Lori Vallow. Everybody knew she killed her kids. There are crazy people out there willing to do some crazy stuff because they're sick. You're wrong. And so that's why we need to find out. Yeah, Lori Vallow Daybell and Chad Daybell, rotting in prison for the rest of their lives for killing their kids. Those people, I don't want to hope that, but being in jail is not enough. Those people need to suffer for what they did to their children. Could you imagine killing your kids? I can't imagine people who could do something like that. And so that's why a lot of people get really, really fired up about this stuff, because this injustice, kids are innocent. We can all agree that kids didn't do anything to deserve the shit that happens to them, right? And so that's why we're all here. This is why we're all talking about this. The kids don't deserve it. The thing is, the Lori Vallow story, I don't really know enough about it to like really comment on it, but I'm gonna dig in. But I don't want to just dig in for the sake of doing it for my channel. I actually want to dig in from a parenting perspective and talk about what it's like to be a parent and why cults, specifically cults, and these people who follow these weird things do weird, crazy stuff like this. This is the creepiest stuff ever. And so I think I will dig into Lori Vallow. If someone wants to reach out to me that knows a lot about this, who wants to team up with me on this story, I'm happy to like share the revenue with you if you know a lot about it or educated in it, and I could put it out there on my platform with my stuff. But I'm so busy in my life, it's really hard for me to do really good internet research. I don't know if you guys watch the Rewatchables, but they have this thing called half-ass internet research, and half the stuff I do is half-ass internet research. I trust my gut though. My gut is done well for me, so that's why I do that. But I'd really like to do something that really, really hits hard. So if someone wants to reach out to me about the Lori Vallow case, I'm happy to just team up with people. If someone's good at doing internet research on what's going on in the world and keeping up on that, it's almost time for me to hire somebody who's good at that stuff so that I can talk about it, right? I need researchers. Maybe I'll pay you in t-shirts and coffee crisps. Linda from It's a Crime. Okay, I'm going to try to remember that. Can you message me that? Just a sub. Can you remind me, send me a message at the Dad Challenge Podcast at gmail.com about Linda from It's a Crime, because I want to reach out and talk about this with another person. Chelsea, you know the case? Anyway, reach out to me, guys. I need researchers, not just for these types of cases, but for like all these types of anything that's going on the internet. I don't want to keep talking about Micah Stauffer. I will keep talking about Micah Stauffer, but I don't want it to be every video that I put out there. But now it's about like more than Micah Stauffer. It's about child trafficking. It's about these Facebook groups. It's about adoption from overseas and what we should be doing. It's about not allowing adopted kids to be on Facebook. Someone said this to me the other day. They said, look, when you adopt a kid, and they're right, I've adopted 2 kids. I don't know if you guys know that. I have 2 adopted kids. When you adopt a kid, the government literally recognizes that kid as if you birthed that kid. The birth certificate is in your name, everything. So it's really hard to distinguish between an adopted kid and a bio kid legally, which is why YouTube probably can't do that. So the real answer is going to be to lobby YouTube to not allow any monetized videos with kids. Because if you look at all these kids that are on YouTube playing with toys making millions, like Ryan's Toys or whatever, Ryan's something, that kid's parents makes like $20 million a year. That kid is obviously going to make money, and his parents probably do help him, but let's stop monetizing kids. Let's stop using kids to make money unless there's a proven way to say that the money is going into that kid's pocket. It's done with actors. There was a bill put forward because of like Macaulay Culkin and a bunch of kid actors whose parents were spending all their money. It got put in place. Let's do it. Hey, I'm fired up today. Holy smokes. I was only going to come on here for a minute. Hey, there's 181 people in here. Guys, go over to Disaster Detailing and watch the teaser video. I need 4,000 watch hours. I need you guys to watch that video 150 times each. You can prove to me that you watch that all day. I will send you a t-shirt of your choice. Chachi, I love dad bod, whatever shirt. I'll give you the tights. The tights are sweet, I'm not gonna lie. I would wear the tights. I'm gonna order a pair of tights and do a video in the tights. If you guys monetize that video today, I'll go on a live tonight and I will sing you songs for hours. If we can get that channel monetized tonight, if you spread the word on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your Instagram, and all that stuff, and I get monetized before I even put a video up, I don't know. I'll take my shirt off. I'm just kidding. You don't want to see that. I'll lose viewers. I don't know what I'll do, but I will be internally grateful. You guys come up with something and I'll do something. I do say Chachi too much, Jeff. Jeff's in the chat. Jeff, you shut your pie hole when you're talking to me. Everybody, Jeff's in the chat. Hey, Charlie. What's up, Charlie? Charlie's the man, or the boy, or whatever. Here, Charlie, look at this cool toy. This is a DeLorean. My car's name is McFly. Look, here, Fly. See? Isn't that cool? All right, Charlie. Anyway, guys. Jeff, say something. I can make you a mod on here. It's spelled Geoff. G. Go. Yeah, Julie, the license plate doesn't really matter. Honestly, license plate, you can, maybe you're right. I don't know. You're probably right. I know that the DeLorean didn't come with the antenna, and it's got the 50s wheels too. Hey, what were we talking about? Hey, is it anybody's birthday today? Don't lie. You're the real hero. Remember, disaster detailing is a spite channel. Just free. Well, Tesla's driving for me right now, guys. If you didn't know that, this is my car. This car itself. So often it'll do one of these. Watch. See? Have to put a little bit of pressure on the steering wheel. You can't just keep your hands off the steering wheel. So, just so you're aware. Okay, I'm approaching the intersection. Just make sure there's no cops. Hey guys, Jeff's the firefighter, so he's a first responder. So, hey, here's it. Okay, Jeff, if you agree with this, if we get 4,000 watch hours by the end of the day, Jeff will do something with his fire costume. His fire uniform. He'll take a picture with just the what do you call the suspenders. We'll make a fireman's calendar for y'all. Bobby, can you make Jeff a moderator? Jeff's pretty hot. I think so. His wife thinks so. Photo, yeah. Okay, look, if we become monetized, Jeff, you have to let me use a fire hose at full blast and we'll film it, even if I get hurt. No, don't search for Detail Geek. Search for disaster detailing. The link is in the subscription below this video here. D-Mac is back. The neighborhood millionaire, secret, probably FBI agent. Search for Nipplegate. What? Don't search for Nipplegate. Hold on. Yeah, first responders. All the love in this chat room right now for COVID people who were serving as a nurse, first responder, people who were delivering groceries, people who were checking out groceries. Anybody in this chat who's been working through COVID, you're the real superheroes, and I love you. Just wanted to give you guys props. Okay, if we become monetized, Jeff will hit me with a fire hose at full blast. Is it dangerous, Jeff? You might not be on here anymore. The link isn't working. Bobby's got the link. She'll give it to you. Postmates driver. You don't even have 10 bucks. That sucks. Smart. Playing it on your other phone. Yeah, if you guys are on a computer, play the other video on your phone, or if you're on your phone, play it on a computer if you have access to it. We are going to clean cars on that channel. Yes, we are going to detail cars. We're going to tell jokes. We're going to be funny. We're going to do commentary. It's going to be a channel that like hits everything. But again, it's going to be slow motion cleaning with like chill music. That's what you guys want. That's what I like watching. So just so you don't have to go to Stauffer. My goal is to make sure James Stauffer does not get to 1 million views on YouTube or a million subs. Nope. Doesn't deserve it. Okay, roll call. Where's everybody from? Yeah, Australia. Colorado, Texas. We love Texas. Jeff and I are going to come down to Texas and Florida, and we're going to do a couple of shows down there. We're going to do some dad challenge shows, play some music, talk, take some questions. Like we call it shows, but we're probably just all going to go have dinner. Who wants to get together when COVID's over and just rent a restaurant and just kind of like have a little party, barbecue, something? Who's down for that? Pool party. Belgium, Philly. But we need someone with a giant mansion in all these, because we'll come to your house and then we'll Yeah, here's what you gotta do. That's a good idea. Go to Stauffer Garage, pause it so you don't have to watch any commercials. Go to every comment in his comment section, copy and paste the link, and reply to every comment on James Stauffer Garage. If you guys all go over there right now and do 1,000, there's no way you can delete it fast enough. Go reply to every comment on James Stauffer's YouTube, Stauffer Garage, and reply with the comment, watch this video instead. That would be hilarious. Hilarious. My voice is like, I sound like Zsa Zsa Gabor. I don't even smoke. South Wales. You guys are the best ever. Ever. Trolls on patrol. We got the Dad Challenge trolls on patrol. Yeah. Melbourne. It's a Dad Challenge army, basically. Like, we're gonna go, we're against injustice, and we take it seriously. And however we can do that, it's important. Imagine in the end, imagine all the stuff that we talk about. Micah and James and the 8 passengers and all this stuff. Imagine we actually achieved what we went after, and there was like, YouTube said no more monetizing kids. Could you imagine? We would have a party. Like, I think we could do it. I think if we keep talking about it and enough people get interested, we could do this. Hold on. Is Jeff still in this chat? Yes, thank you, Emily. So this is for H. I'm just at a stop here. Switchboard operator, yep. Bobby's amazing. I always wave at the flagger guys on the road, the guys that hold the signs, because those guys stand on their feet all day long and people just get mad because they have to stop. But I wave to them because I think they're cool dudes and they need a wave once in a while. So wave to the guys on the road sometimes that are holding the flag. I'm going way too fast. I don't honk my Tesla because, here, look, I'll show you why. See this little button here? See that little red light? So that, right now, my car is recording the drive. Like, it records it, and if I press the horn, it records it saves the last 10 minutes to the hard drive. So if I honk my horn, that's what happens. Also, you know what's cool about this car? Is if I exit this vehicle, okay, and I leave and it locks itself, if someone approaches my vehicle, it records all the cameras. So if someone wants to be chachi to my car, it records them. A lot of cool videos on YouTube about people catching people scratching their cars or like stealing out of the cars. Crazy. You need to get a Tesla, people. You need to get a Tesla. You're amazing, Nub. Thank you. You're amazing, though. I'm not amazing. Look, I can't believe that you guys just like people watch me talk. That's crazy. What do you guys do for a living? Guys, roll call. What do all you, how are all you people on here during the middle of the day? What do you guys do for a living? I need to know. I won't even watch these comments till after, but I need to know what you guys do for a living. Walmart, love Walmart. Art, yes, I'm an artist as well. Office manager, or are you the assistant to the office manager? Don't lie. Web developer, yeah. Bakery, yes. Student, love it. Stand-up comedian. I don't know if I could ever do that. You know what? Def Noodles is apparently a stand-up comedian, and I think he's hilarious. I might do a challenge to myself to see how hard it is to become a stand-up comedian, and maybe make something you guys can. I'll do it for you guys, because I think I've always considered maybe the possibility of doing it, but I don't know how to do it. Stay-at-home mom, love it. Insurance, German lessons, punching bag, front line of the hospital. Yeah, that sucks. Freelancer. Yeah, if you're a nurse, my wife is so excited to become a nurse, guys. It's like her passion. Stay-at-home mama, real heroes. Addiction worker, you guys, that's hard work. Thank you. Bachelor of Nursing, great. City clerk. Party at the Stauffer Mansion. Okay, I don't know if this is true, but I'm pretty sure they're moving. And I don't want to celebrate that because they're moving, because they're getting death threats. And I don't think that's a good thing. That's one thing I don't think that's good about this whole thing, but at the same time, it's like, I just don't like that. But I think they're moving. I can be your dad. That sounds bad. I'm a pretty strict dad though, so you can ask my kids. We run a tight ship. Tight ship. I think we're gonna release the detailing video this week, but if it's Saturdays is better, I don't know. There's a lot of footage, so it's gonna take me a long time to edit that. And then Jeff and I still have to do our voiceovers and all that stuff. This lady is definitely riding my butt. Look how close she is. Oh, it doesn't look that close on the camera. Yes, if you like my wife singing, she is very flattered that you guys thought she was a good singer. Look, my wife doesn't think she's a bad singer. She just doesn't really do it very often. We sang at church a lot because I was a worship pastor. So she was always leading worship with me, and you'll see a video of her leading when I do my story about my ex-pastor. Here's the thing. I think once I hit 40,000 subscribers, I'm going to do my story. And here's why I'm going to wait a little bit. Because basically the only videos that really get any major traction are videos of Micah. And I kind of low level don't like that. I get why you guys are passionate, and I will keep covering it. But I really want to make sure that I do the story justice. And when I do talk about it, it's really close to my heart. I know I'm saying this, and I don't want to overhype it, because the story is actually super heartbreaking. Because the church, it needs to be a place that people go and grow, not a place that tears people down. I've been married for 12 years. I was a non-denominational pastor. So non-denominational is like Hillsong, Bethel, Elevation. I can't remarry anybody. I am not fundamental LDS. Hey, Sleepy. You're amazing, Amber. The sex bot is here. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, is that the guy that comments sexy ladies? Delete that, please. That's so gross. Hey, Lindsay, you're having a baby? Do you know what you're having? Is it your first baby? Yeah. Is it your first? I'm driving to a place called... Where am I going? I'm going to Simcoe right now. Sorry if I talk too loud. Should I talk quieter? Am I talking too loud? I feel like I have to because it's the phone. I can talk quieter. Lindsay, how many boys, how many girls do you have? Megan, my car drives itself. It's a Tesla. See? Drives itself. Megan, you don't know that Teslas drive themselves? Need to get with the tech. Anyway, Lindsay, I'm super happy you're having your third. I hope everything goes smashing. That's probably a bad word for having a baby. But I hope everything goes smooth. How about that? That's probably better. And everything stays tight and good. And that your husband doesn't look down. I looked down when my baby was being born, the first one. The second baby, I did not look down. Don't look down. All right? Don't look down. Megan is thirsty. Megan, are you married? If not, you need to get on Tinder or something. I can't remarry. You know why I can't remarry, Megan? Because my wife is amazing. I'll never do better. I promise you that. She's too good for me. I'm a lucky dude. Eyelashes. You're not better. I'm sorry. Have you heard my wife sing? My wife will sing to my children, and they will literally fall asleep in like a minute because her voice is so soothing. My wife's name is Kathy. I'm allowed to tell you that if you guys are wondering. How long ago did we adopt? We adopted 8 years ago. So Tyson, my oldest, which you guys saw in the video, he's 18 now. He came to live with us when he was 10 or 11. I'm bad with years, but yeah, about close to 8 years now. I ain't gonna sing that with my voice like this, that's for sure. Although here, check this out. You know what Tesla does have? You guys are gonna love this. Hold on. So if you do this, you go to Toy Box. It's got fart mode. You ready? Fart mode. You want to see something else that's cool? Watch this. If I press this, here I'm going to get rid of this. If I press this 4 times, my self-driving lever, watch what happens. Watch this, guys. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the SNL skit, the More Cowbell skit. That's called Rainbow Road, it's true. I'm in the country, so if this thing cuts out, it's because I'm literally in the middle of nowhere and I won't have service. So I apologize if that happens. Link doesn't work, really? Dang it. Just Google YouTube disaster detailing. It might pop up. I'm going to Simcoe because I'm doing a 3D scan of a property. That's what I do for a living. I do real estate video production and 3D scans and photos. James is on it. Hey, he's probably watching this video. Hey, James, if you're watching this, my channel's coming for your channel. Don't delete the comments, man. Don't be a hater. All right. Aw, she deleted all her messages. Yeah, if you get a chance to go test drive a Tesla, they're cool with it. You just walk into a dealer and they'll give you, here you go, give me a license, and they'll let you take it. You drive a Tesla for 1 minute and you will buy it. Tips for a long marriage. That's a good question. I've been married for 12 years. I think of our number 1 tips is, I don't know, we're not jealous. Like, I can walk through a mall with my wife and I'd be like, that girl is really good looking. And my wife's like, yeah, I guess. My wife could also in turn say, that guy's pretty hot. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. We don't have that type of like super jealous relationship, and some people can't get over that. Long marriage tips. Let me think here for a second. Explore. Okay, this is going to sound dirty and it's not dirty. Okay? But don't let bedroom get cold if it's important to you. We did a podcast called the 7-Day Sex Challenge with these guys called One Extraordinary Marriage. And it's really important to keep your marriage fiery. And here's how you do it. So it took us a lot of years, and my wife's going to hate that I'm talking about this. Okay, but look. There's this thing, and if you've been married for a long time, or not, or just together with somebody for a long time, it's called the Mojo Quiz. Okay? Get on that today. Take the Mojo. Okay, so here's what you do with the Mojo Quiz. And there's a bunch of different variations of the Mojo Quiz. Basically, it asks you a bunch of questions about what you're willing to do or explore sexually with your partner. Okay? Then the quiz gets sent to your partner. They answer the same questions. And then whatever you guys sync up with that you might not have talked about, it tells you what you guys are compatible to do together. I'm just saying, communicate. Yeah, and so what Renee's saying, for communication is everything. And so if you can communicate, is a big one. But the Mojo Quiz is a really, really good one. Like, sex is a huge part of marriage for a lot of people. And keeping that, like, closeness. The 7-Day Sex Challenge is meant to be this thing where you have sex 7 days in a row without stopping. Not stop. That sounds weird. Meaning 7 days in a row you have sex. And after the 7 days, apparently what it does, I haven't done it yet. I still have yet to do it. What it does is it brings you so close, and it's less about the physical part of the sex and more about the fact that you've made time for each other and you've dedicated something, and it does bring you really close together. So that's a big one. Communication is massive, okay? Unfortunately, in my life, my communication is usually me calling my wife from the camera store saying, okay, how much money do we have? I need this lens, right? But if I ever have a question, if I ever have something that I need to talk about, my wife is my first call. She sometimes hates it because I have ADD and I take ADD medication. And as soon as my medication kicks in, I have to talk. So sometimes if I'm on a long trip like this, I will talk to my wife for like an hour and she's like not even paying attention. But she's my first call. So if you want to stay together for a long time, your wife is your first call, not your bro. Does that make sense? And that's going to sound like, oh yeah, your bros. Your wife is always your first call. Always. But that being said, it's also important to have bros. So that you need a safe space to be a bro. It's important to let your wife fart. That sounds patriarchal. Just kidding. But I'm serious. Farting is important. It's important to do the events and things that your wife wants you to go to, like Christmas parties, dates. I do this enough and I need to do it more. Buy your wife flowers. Like, I know that sounds like it's just a normal thing, but do things. Like, get her massages. Get her the things that she needs. Like, I could get into this for hours about what a long marriage. I'm not saying I have the most successful marriage either. We've got major ups and downs. But never once in my life have I ever thought, I'm going to go out and I want to do something else. Because especially once you have kids, the game has changed. So, like, when you marry someone, and for me, okay, and this is I know everybody's going to be like, but I grew up Christian, right? My wife was my first, and I was her first. And I'm not saying that's always the most important thing, but that was really important to us, and we did that together. We waited for each other. So we only know each other, if you know what I mean. So that was kind of cool that we saved each other for each other. I'm not saying you have to do that, but that was cool. I would encourage my kids. I would not make it a rule, but geez, I think that's cool. It is a challenge. Here's the thing about marriage. Marriage is a super challenge. And there's been times where here's the thing. When I get mad, there's all women in here, but when I get mad, instead of like just sleeping on the couch or whatever, or doing whatever, I do shut down and I stop talking. And that's probably a bad thing. But you know what? Here's what I do. When I get to the point where I'm like, I can't handle this anymore, I go watch a movie at the theater, or I go do something for me, which sounds super selfish, and it kind of is, but it's my chance to unwind. I get out and I go do something like watch a movie or whatever. Half of it, so like it's like my justifiable way of doing something I really want to do, but at the same time, it's a good to cool off. But I guess A long marriage is all going to be, it's all going to count, it's all going to depend on who you are and who your partner is. My wife is the opposite of me. She's very introverted. She's not very talkative. You know, I love my wife with all my heart. I wish she had a lot more close friends, but my wife's the type of person that she needs people to like make the plans and reach out to her and be the instigators. She's not an instigator. She's not extroverted like I am. I can make friends instantly, right? I can just like, I can meet somebody that I think I like and they're like, I like them already and I can be best friends with them. My wife takes a lot more to trust people. And so part of my pastor story, you're going to hear something that happened to my wife because of the pastor story that was crazy. So anyway, long marriage, guys, sex it up and talk a lot. Basically the two major points. BJ and a nap for Father's Day. I'm in this beautiful little town in Simcoe. It's gorgeous here. Simcoe is like one of those like towns right out of the 50s. Very cool. Does anybody here live in Simcoe? Anyway, guys, I'm 3 minutes to my job, so I'm going to be logging off soon. Holy smokes, so cool here. Opposites attract, that's, I mean, not all the time, but yeah, you can't have two narcissists in a marriage because then you get James and Micah. And look what happened to them. Yeah, Kang Kong, you're right. I think I use that as, and this is going to sound, whatever, I'll be real here. I use that as like I will never, like I don't get violent and I never will. And I think that's stupid that anybody would ever do that. But I use silence as my form of like punishment, right? Whereas a wife might do something different, but that's my form of like, look, if you're not going to, like, it's stupid and because it's what I find. But I also, when I get mad, I find that if I keep talking, that it just gets worse. And I've learned now that I'm 40 years old to be smart about walking away and coming back when you've cooled off. If you don't learn to sleep on a hard decision or something that you're thinking about, if you don't learn that by the time you're 40, you got problems for the rest of your life. Here's a lesson to learn. Sleep on hard decisions. Sleep on, if you're going to respond to somebody and you're fiery about it, sleep on it. Marriage is about sleeping on it. Everybody says don't go to bed angry. Everybody's going to bed angry at some point in your life. It's really hard not to. But I'm also the type of guy, and maybe this is like my superpower, that as soon as it passes, I don't hold the grudge anymore. I'm not a person to hold a grudge, and neither is my wife. So we don't hold grudges. I don't bring up the past, except for maybe one major thing. I'll talk to you about that another day. But as soon as I've kind of forgotten about it, it's forgotten forever. Like, I don't bring it up. It's not something I harp on. And I think that's probably a part of a marriage that's important, is not harping on the issues or problems that you've had and bringing it back up. And maybe it's because I have a terrible memory. So that's probably good. So, I don't know. Is any of that helpful to you guys at all? Sex and talking. And the chat went silent. Let it go, move on. That's right. And don't be jealous. Jealous wives can be like, it can, and it's not, and you know, to some guys, it's like, you know, she's jealous, it feels good because she's protective. But if you're overly jealous of your dude, it can be constraining. And not to be like, give them permission to go do stuff or whatever, but it does stifle people if you're jealous. Being jealous is kind of like, I don't know if it's not, I mean, I would consider a massive amount of jealousy abusive. I do think that being overly jealous can be abusive because that's mental, right? You can be like, but some people can't help it, and I kind of get it. So I'm just not jealous. I'm glad I'm not. Although I'm jealous if my neighbor gets a Model X and I only have a Model 3. I covet. All right. We are almost there. This place is pretty cool. It's like a cottage town. Am I here? Looking for the address. Oh, it's up next house up. All right, dudes and dudettes, mostly dudettes. I am at my place of where I'm working. So I will log off, but before I do, let me just do a little chat with you here. Ooh, it's a nice little place. All right, I'm here. That was fun. Holy cow, I'm gonna do this more often. How long have we been chatting? 66 minutes. Okay, so I'm out. You guys are amazing. Make sure to head over to that channel and watch that channel. We want to get monetized on that channel. And so, yeah, I did not read all the comments. I'm sorry, guys. If anybody needs something that from me that I missed that I should be talking about, the Dad Challenge Podcast at gmail.com. I would love to chat with you if you have anything to, and I'm looking for researchers. So if anybody wants to connect with me in a research level about what's going on in YouTube, what's going on in the world, things I should be talking about, I need a researcher. So low level, like I'll pay somebody with t-shirts. Just kidding. Reach out to me if you got experience in this, because this channel is blowing up, and so we got to make this work. I will have an awesome day. Thank you guys very much. You're amazing. You're my therapy. This was awesome. I'm so glad I did this. Every long drive I'm going to do from now on, I'm going to get a dash, though, a dash mount. We're going to chat because this was really cool. So, Epstein, yeah. Epstein's a big one. All right, dudes and dudettes. Peace out. And you know what? After I'm done this job, maybe I'll pop back on live stream and we'll talk on the way home. Bye.